Welcome my friends back to Manor Lords, and oh my goodness, I love this. They have combined the Teddy Ninja symbol with the Mercenary Company banner. We've paid them enough gold, they could probably just make that permanent. This is year 10 of our Manor Lords hardest difficulty playthrough, keeping the peace scenario, and dare I say it, could be the final episode, depending on how competent we are, depending on how much we are able to accomplish. I have high hopes as we are going to look to take two on expanding to new scenarios. Got some expansion ideas for our home region, and I think that everything is going to be able to come together quite well. We have so much capital to be able to utilize right now. I remember seeing there was a unit that disappeared like right in here. Let's make sure that we're able to pick them off if they choose to. Oh no, these are our guys. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, switch in. Shield wall. You guys keep on moving up. I have them on the flank. Archers in position. Pull on militia. Guard. Here they come. This is why I have you. Go charge. Archers. Line out. You guys assist. Retinue. I'm gonna move you through this position. I was thinking about going in there for a thumbnail, but when I go to the remove the HUD, then you cannot hide the foliage. There's probably a setting for that, but I didn't want to finesse it at the moment. You guys, are you able to? Yeah, okay, we are firing. Thank goodness. Keep it up. Retinue 1 without a single casualty, so that's insane. Yeah, press in. Give them a charge. You boys skirmish these guys. We'll take shoot at will off. Position on the far flank. The far flank. Wow, we are just too much for them. They're no match. We're checking back in. We recorded the whole opening segment, then the power went out, so we're back. I thought it was going to come back on. Kept on playing a little bit. I'm on a laptop, so we set it up a whole new farming region. Decided to bite the bullet and see what kind of wheat yield we could get here in the core region. Turns out about 41% effectiveness, which is kind of disappointing. We're expanding the population as well, getting more residential going over here, and we're noticing that we were really falling behind on fuel for our people, so setting up some more woodcutter lodges, and then looking to be able to get the extra families to be able to work the industries. From here, I think we go on to our next region. I've got my eye on this sucker right here. This is the one that I most want to focus on. It's also one of the Baron's originals. Oh, I love seeing the map get etched in with the little writing about where the fields and house plots are. That's a very cool touch. And yeah, up this hill, this is going to be the windmill and then bakery. I have a granary up here as well, so a lot of construction to do. Only a few families free to work on construction at the moment. Might have to do another time lapse once we get things under control here. I think our town is about due for another optimancy audit. People living nearby their workplaces. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole town this time, but I think I'm definitely going to try and get all the families in these houses to work right here in the trading post. And then I'll have to rebalance their workplaces where they're currently at with other families, but shouldn't be too bad. So we say, people here, you are a granary worker. That's not great for me. I want you to be working over here. So people reassign. Invalid. Oh, it's invalid assignment because it's maxed. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're in a really weird position here. We are in a standoff. We fought the Baron's men up on the hill here, so we won easily with the uphill advantage. But because technically the battlefield is in this position of our region, we never entered the battlefield, so the game didn't count the battle as starting. And now because we killed all the Baron's units and he's not coming at us with more, we're just in a waiting game. And I'm just going to keep on employing my mercs for the next 40 days. They'll make a handsome profit, and I presume at the end of it the Baron will just leave. Also, crazy, Farmville started working. they actually put in their little stalls. I have no idea what prompted this or why they weren't doing it initially, but we can now use this region. After I just set up the entire farming operation back in Charn, we can use this entire region of the map. So we've got actually families living in every single house. We maxed out our population, 9 population happily existing right here. We have our dyes workshop. That's set up to be our export. And with that as our export, we should be able to get a little trickle of income, which will allow us to keep on expanding, say, these plots to be able to have, I think we'll put chickens on these. You have vegetables. Keep the food variety going. Yeah, definitely want some chickens in here. And then you could actually expand the living space. That way we could get another family coming in, which I think would be quite nice. And I want to gain access to this iron deposit, ship all that iron back to Charn to be able to fund our blacksmith. I actually would like to get a second blacksmith, I think, because I was checking the balance of our goods. If we check out the crafting materials, yeah, I have 67 iron slabs, 19 iron ore, but that's not converting fast enough into weaponry. So I want a second blacksmith. That way I can have one working on polearms, one working on swords. That seems like it should be good enough to be able to equip our different units. And units have been spotted. Perfect. They're... Oh, they have just absolutely everyone. Okay, okay. Farmville here just got their mining pit set up. We're building the next house for the miners to be able to live in. We'll get that expansion. We have enough regional wealth, just barely, to be able to start increasing or getting the upgrades on some of these. I think we already put in the chicken coops on these 2 families' houses. Yes, we did. Now, I believe my tactic was take me back to Charn for the pack station. Yes, you're still working here. So I want you to send shoes, take iron ore. We have an enormous surplus of shoes here, if my memory serves. Yeah, 477 shoes in storage. That's enough to shoe multiple villages. I think that will be Charn's main export, and it's something that then I don't have to specialize tailors in those other villages to make, and then I can take in all the raw resources from our colonies as we begin to build these satellite settlements. The speckled snow, it's beautiful, but it's also like camo. You cannot see where your buildings are. How was that house coming along? 88%. Okay, almost done there. And then in the spring here, ooh, look at that. A new family already moved in. I mean, approval is 100%, so we'll just move in immediately. Let's get a forager here. And then, was there any other locations that I could, like, expand? You need... How large a space were you given? Small tract of land. You should get a chicken coop, I think. What else do we want to build? Probably just some more housing, maybe in town. If, yeah, our approval's at 100%, we should just get some more housing going. And I kind of like the idea of it. No, you are wood chopper. Something along the house, or the... something along the church here. Maybe even splitting this way from these houses. Oh, I actually do like that. Let's set this up. How far in do we want to go? We want to give them vegetable gardens. Yeah, we'll go vegetable gardens with these guys. Just a little farther, and I can connect them in 3 houses. Yeah, let's do this. I like this, actually. Oh, that's a 2-family dwelling? Okay, that'll be good enough. Farmville here is absolutely flourishing. Oh, I love the details. Working on the gardens here in their backyards, expanding with construction over here. Large granary is complete, and we have open families. Be able to operate that. Facilitate the movement of our goods. Also good family working the large storehouse. People love living here with no taxes. Who would have thought? It's very easy to get people to work in our colonies here. And iron deposit, that was never very large, but almost depleted here. Also doing fantastic, we have assembled the military. time for us to go on the offensive. Take over yet another region from our friend the Baron. The Baron seems to have his usual force. No, don't freeze on me. Okay. Just to save. It's scaring me. I've had a couple other stability losses, some crashes. Shield wall. Spread out. Retinue up. We'll keep the hammer unit back, actually. You boys play in the back. I'd like you just to tangle with their brigands. And then I would love to swap the position of these two units. There we go. Happy with this. Shield wall. Yep. Bring it in. Archers far on the flank. That's perfect for you guys. Run them down or just distract them. Hang on. Oh no, we've struck. Our battle position is too far forward yet again. This battlefield has moved for me before, but I'd really like to just slide back a little if I can. Maybe with a couple units. Yeah, these archers should still be able to be involved if they fall back, I hope. Definitely have them caught up in the meat grinder here. Okay. Archer's back, Archer's back. You boys slide out on the flank. Give them a run. Get behind them. Are we in the zone? We're in the zone. Perfect. Looks like we're firing as well. Now, charge! Archers. Slide around. Shoot them in the backs. Very noble of us. How are the brigands doing? Yeah, spread out. Run them down. This is exactly what this unit's made to do. Give them a charge. Push through the forest there, boys. Oh, the retinue's trying to escape. But we're having none of it. Okay. We broke that unit. I'm gonna fall back with all these to make sure that we get the battle has started condition and then deal with all this. In fact, you guys fall back. Is it all enemy units? Yes. Mostly. You guys are gonna want to flank to the side. Probably gonna charge us in the backs here, eh? There we go. Now we can fight. Get them off. Get in there, boys. Where are we shooting at? Oh, the broken units. Gotcha. Archers bog them down for just long enough. Then I'm gonna need you to slip away into this clump of trees. You are on shoot at will, right? Ooh. The shock force of our heavy units crashing in is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And then I think... the brigands are still just running around. Okay. Get it together, Teddy. We are going to send you guys home. And then I'll disband them. I'll probably reform this unit of militia. The Charn archers as well. You guys can go home. Mercs, I'm going to keep you under my employment. I'm fabulously wealthy to be able to maintain this. And we're just going to push on straight through into the other of the Baron's home regions up in this zone. See how that fares for us. Are these guys retreating off the map? Yeah, I figured. Because we had declared peace. Oh, Farmville here is doing so well. incredibly happy that it decided to update and actually... And do I want just like enormous fields? I want the little checkerboard fields. Let's do this one. Large and regular. I'm so happy that they set up the market correctly. It was an enormous bummer after we had planned so carefully around this being the region that was going to make us all of our food, for that to not come through. And now that it is, I'm elated. What if I... Hang on. Snap fit here. Then you want to like connect all the way out to the road, I think. Yeah, and then this way it curves in. That's good. 2 nice large fields. Get the farmhouse going. We have a lot of extra families. We could go ahead and set this up as wheat, establish the crop rotation. So you go wheat, fallow, wheat, and then you will be wheat, crop rotation, wheat, fallow. You have to have the fallow season to make sure that it regains its soil quality. Then we'll throw in 1 more field in the back here. I know it's going to look weird, but what if we did something... Hang on. Like this? Nah, it needs to be larger. I just feel like having it be a little bit of a hex is about appropriate. Yeah, do this. So then you start fallow, and then are going to go wheat, wheat. You actually have the best... Interesting. The best soil quality is down here on this side of the hill. That's fun. Once this gets set up, we'll throw in the extra units as, or next to our families as farmers. Then we can set up a new trade route to be able to send the... This is a weird thing, is that wheat goes through so many different stages. You harvest wheat, but then they thresh it into like a meal, and then they grind the meal into a flour, and the flour turns into bread. But I already have the windmill and bakery over in Charn, so I just want to get kind of the refined crop good traded back. I guess in exchange for more shoes. Let's check out what would Charn have to offer that might make Farmville a nicer place to live. We could send over yarn. I have a huge amount of extra yarn. I could send over still more shoes. Could send over firewood. I don't want to send over any food. Probably no construction materials either, though it could be stone. Yeah, let's go with the yarn as it is. So I'll set up you, pack station. Oh, I don't have a family to work it right now. I need 5 more families to move in. Come on, my approval rate is 53%. Don't you guys want to live here? How did we do so much better? Oh no. Band of raiders in Farmville. Ah! Where are they? Oh, here they are. Way off the side of the map. Okay. I've already... I mean, these guys just made it home. I think that we could probably slide them up and then have them fight these brigands. That'll actually give us a nice chunk of influence. It's one of the ways that you get it is fighting off the bandits. Oh no, they're here to pillage. Come on, my guys are right here. You gotta... Cowards, stand and fight. Fire broke out? Okay. You're just gonna start burning my village down, are you? Let's, rally another squad right here. That broke a unit. The whole market's on fire here. No, no. Guys, put the market out. The well is right here. Okay, the Polar Militia are coming in trying to save the day. There's another fire. More fires. The entire place is on fire. Oh my gosh. It's like the Hobbits coming back in the Lord of the Rings and the Shire's been turned into industry. These guys were out on campaign for most of the year and then they just come back to raiders pillaging and the market on fire. Okay, the enemy unit was so disjointed. We have fighting just everywhere. Screams of the people living here trying to get out. Get away from danger. This is bizarre. Oh no. Come on, guys. Hold them until the main force arrives. Yeah, the market's toast. Hopefully it doesn't spread too much to the houses. Give them a run. Pick up the base, boys. I think our unit is doing pretty well against the brigands right here. Oh, they are here. Okay. Shoot him. Give him a charge. Archer militia, fall back. Footman, crash into him. Now, was just saying that I needed to be able to get more influence. Oh, you're not. You're the retinue, not the archer. Archers fall back. Retinue, give them a charge. Come on, guys. There we are. Anyone else around? You guys are here. Disband. Maybe start working on the fires. I think you guys were gonna drop down to just like one family. One family to thresh. Everybody else, work on putting out the fires, please. Why are you guys retreating so far? You are so... What is happening? Okay, influence gained. We did it. Disband. Try and put out all the fires. There's the bucket brigade. Come on, guys. Oh my gosh. Well. Oh man. Lost a lot of houses. We're gonna be building all these. No more fires. Come on, guys. The well is right here. Contain it. Contain it. I think we're just gonna demolish the old stalls here. Yeah, the rubble stalls we'll just demolish. No need to rebuild those. Hold on, some of these aren't even rubble anymore? I was telling you guys to rebuild these. Come on, come on. Put out all the fires, please. Was there another fire somewhere? I feel like there was. Maybe we got that one under control. Well, the raiders have left their mark in the form of a couple permanent visual glitches of fires. That'll just be here with us. I wonder if that'll persist through like a year reset or through a save, close, and come back kind of reset. But we'll see. After fighting those raiders off, we're actually very close to being able to take another claim. I still am only tithing 3%. Basically, you take your excess food, you give it to the church, and then based on those gifts, you're able to get additional influence. At 3%, it's just a trickle. But everything else is getting set up quite nicely. And we've got the Farmville really taking shape here. We've added another field in the back, added these houses. So far, Farmville's just plugging along very happily. Fuel might become a limiting factor, but it's not right now. What would also be nice is to build around and get a forester's hut in between here for both the woodcutters and the loggers to be able to find, but I can also just move, like reposition these so that we can keep on cutting through larger areas of forest. Then you guys, I think we can slow down. Nah, the Baron's coming for Charn. We will fight him back. Unfortunately, that does not give us influence. Welcome to the future, my friends. We have time-lapsed an enormous amount all the way up to year 18 currently. We ended up in a position where we just needed to grind out an accumulation of influence, which we have finally done here. You gain influence through selling or tithing surplus food off to the church, and then also battling the brigands who will occasionally attack you. They actually give you a large chunk of influence. It just happens very slowly. This was a project here. We tried to build a bunch of churches because building your first church will give you a chunk of influence. We built 5 here and even tried to upgrade one of them, but none of that actually led to getting more influence. The other number, we've done a lot of projects. We will catch you guys up. We're working on finishing the castle over here in our main city, our main village of Charn. Figured out that the pack stations, these providing the barter connections to Farmville, which has kicked off and has really sprung up into a very profitable satellite for us, don't work. When you have a barter connection, you're supposed to be sending a unit and then gaining a unit, and the goal is that you will receive an equal monetary value of both goods. What actually happens is the person working here will pack their mule full of whatever good you are sending, and then they will come back with only one of the unit that they are meant to receive. So we had initially set up Charn as the one that was sending goods out to Farmville and then bringing the grain back to be refined in our windmill development, and that was never working out because people were only coming back with a single unit of grain. It was impossible to get anywhere. But now that Farmville is the one doing the sending, the mules can carry packs of 20. That's actually working really well. And so we have a current surplus of about 60 grain, 122 flour, and my people are still just wolfing down the bread. We have way more eggs and vegetables than we do bread, but it looks like finally bread is starting to make an impact. We've got 2 windmills. This one we should probably actually start operating here. And then we have 3 communal ovens, most of them fully staffed, all of them fully staffed, and we've expanded the residential grouping over here. Keep on putting in more chickens because I'm not giving them large backyards. Also, our finances are in such an excellent state. I wish that I could just spend either treasury or regional wealth to be able to gain influence or king's favor, but I guess that's a mechanic that they haven't fully fleshed out to bring into the game at this time. So really, money is no object. We have equipped our units with helmets, so they have a level of armor going on here. We also have an experiment trying to be able to get, where are you, my tailor's shop, to produce gamisons here. I want you guys to be doing this. We need linen, so we were traveling in, where's my trade? Crafting materials, linen. I was asking for a surplus of 20. Currently we have a few. So which military units are gobbling these up? Who has them? Nobody yet? Nobody yet. Interesting, interesting. I did end up setting up a militia in Farmville. The bandits seem to like attacking our smaller colony. And so we have a full-powered retinue over there. We can leverage the treasury from Charn to be able to have an incredible defense force. 24 knights fully outfitted with heavy armor. So where are the gamisons going? They're not going anywhere. Oh, you know what? I bet I know what's happening. Is this linen is just being sold to people before it ever makes it to the tailor shop. Oh. Is it possible to tell people not to consume this good? I want to refine it? I don't think it is. I think we should just stop. That's the problem with some of these supply chains, is that the intermediate levels are like also seen as consumer goods. So I'm gonna call this a failed experiment, and we will go to trade. One of the many. We'll add it to the pile. Drop this down to 0 because I don't need to spend extra on that. If we are going to open up an expensive trade route here, establish the trade route, and bring in import of armor. Bring in 20 at a time. I mean, we're not cheapskates. And then once all of our units are outfitted, then the surplus will not be too expensive. We need 6,000 more influence to be able to conquer the entire map. So we're looking at going on campaign here within the next year or so. Everything's been going pretty smoothly. We've got the farms set up over here. Farmville farms, much more profitable. And I'm just starting to hit the higher development levels in Farmville by upgrading the Burgage plots to level 2 to be able to get those dev points. But these fields are just so, look at this, 94 grain. That's like the entire harvest back in Charn. So being in a map region with a wealth of farming opportunity is absolutely fantastic. Oh, the one other thing that was a true headache. At one point, Farmville did get burned down by raiders, and then we rebuilt it. But as we rebuilt it, the families that had been living in the houses that were burned down got displaced. They hung out at the church. When I rebuilt the houses, new families came in to move there, but the homeless families just stayed homeless and just complained about being homeless. And when I built even more houses, they never moved in. They just stayed at the church the entire time. So I figured out it was bugged. You need to delete the houses that were rebuilt and then rebuild them as fresh buildings. And that took care of some of the homelessness. I still have, I think, three families that just hang out as homeless. And I don't remember or know which homes they were that I needed to delete and rebuild at this point. So they're just going to be the local hobos. I mean, I don't know. Maybe at some point they age out and die. That would be the best I can hope for at this point. The call to arms has been issued. The militia are assembled. Baron, your days are numbered. Give me in. Map. Let's claim the middle region. Strike to the heart of our map. Claim with influence. And away we go. We'll drop our battle line here. That's at the center of the quote-unquote battlefield for the region. The Baron is approaching from this direction, which I believe is south on the map. With our militiamen all pulled out of the local economy, that means that things are not going as well in Charn at the moment. Don't want people tiring themselves out here before the battle. So, we'll try and make things as quickly as possible. I believe with some of these battles I might be able to shortcut things from offers of the Baron if we have a larger army than he does, but this first one I want to be a spectacular battle. Battle begins. Our formations are set. Archers in long drawn-out lines, heavy infantry with shields up in the front, and the Baron advances. Skirmishing stage is about to begin. Let's slow things down. Volley upon volley into them, softening them up. They've got a full retinue, 36 units. 2 units of brigands on the flank. This unit should be sufficient to catch them. We'll probably want to swing the retinue around to the flank. It looks like they want to stay and skirmish as they set up their brigands. There we go. First blood. I actually didn't see which side scored it. But both units of our archers able to work right now. I think that might actually be the the recently widowed member from this skirmish. Yeah, the widows are already remarrying. They're getting pigeons sent in, like, yes, he died? Okay, I will go ahead and find a new man. That is hilarious. Position on the flanks. This archer unit absolutely taking a beating. Looks like we should be the ones to go ahead and move things forward. We'll take a stand in this clump of trees. These units with their shield wall advance. You guys drop closer. Advance. Here we go. We're into it. How about the retinue? Strike. You guys, give them a charge. Clear these boys out. Archer units. They're still just skirmishing the other opposing archers. Slide out to the flank here for me. Perfect. Retinue forward. We're going to look at a flank here. Move them to the side. Position like so. Give them a charge. Encircling the opponent does give us a distinct advantage. I don't know where these guys are actually going to. You missed my archers. There we go. We broke them just immediately. 2 more units broken. Bring them back. The archer militia devastated. You guys keep on peppering them. Move forward. Strike here. Run them down. Push them off the map. Okay, we don't have to throw insults, but give them a charge. Spread out. Center up. What happened to our archers? Are they actually gone? No, they are. Okay, we lost 1 unit. Otherwise, I would say we fared fairly well. And there's the victory. The archers ended up needing to be chased all the way off the map. So let's regroup here. Grab our boys. Drop the new battle line. Figure out what fresh unit we want to call in. I think we'll grab one of the other units of the Charn Archer Militia. Rally in the forest, my boys. And then we want to resurrect this retinue. So give me a sec. We'll buy them all back. Well, I think we've had a very good run of things here in Manor Lords, and I've got a number of ideas on what a future series might look like, and we might well be returning to Charn and Farmville here, but I figured we'd do a little tour as we wait for the final influence to tick over. Out here in our colony of Farmville, we have the mining pit. We have the perfect donut around the forester's hut, which I find very funny. I got 2 forester huts here, so that's kind of assisting the bloom in this area. And then the logging camp and a woodcutter's lodge that actually I was not working, but I probably should go ahead and pop somebody in here to get the firewood going. I just love that little donut. Got our housing set up with the vegetable gardens. This stand over here is all the chicken farms. Logging camp bases, of course. Manor supporting the retinue. Got a little church at the center of town. Tiny little marketplace that initially had been bugged and then expanded out as we began to flourish finally. And then the namesake of the town. All of the farm fields, which this is where the game is just absolutely gorgeous to me. As you can kind of pan around and then get the lighting effects. And when you watch people out working in the fields as well. Here we go. He's working in the fields. Truly picturesque. So we follow the road back to Charn, which, yes, we're going the right direction. On the way into town, you get the corpse pit, littered with the bodies of the intruders. The farmers out here, or the little villagers out here who had worked the stonecutter camp and then started the bee farms, or the apiary. Mining pit. And then one of the main residential areas with a bustling market. Just packed. All kinds of goods. What do we have here? Clothing. Yeah. Yarn. Leather. Shoes. What the heck? You're now going to attack me? Attack me? In the middle of my tour? Wow, we've been over these grounds a long time. So we go over a little failed barley field, additional residential, the pasture, the neighborhood that sprung up alongside the church here with all of the trade sector that became the busiest part of the town. And then we get into Newtown, which is the farming, the farmers' huts, and none of this was ever too profitable for us. But then the windmills and the bakeries all flourishing around here. And then true old town, where it all began, right here. This roundabout, the very first thing that we built in our playthrough. The initial marketplace, initial storehouse, granary. Yeah, this one is jam-packed. It is now incredibly prosperous. The original logging camp, forester's hut, keeping the trees coming back, reforestation efforts. Very original houses in here. And then the tannery, the saw pit, the very first buildings we built. I don't know, it's a nice... I've been playing this, for longer than the video series is in terms of just like raw hour investment. So get hit with a little bit of nostalgia as I get to see all of that. But you are trying to claim which region exactly? This one? The middle one? I want to claim this one. What happens if I press a claim at the same time? And is that like one of the silliest things? If I do it now, can I avoid fighting this entirely? I'm going to try. Hang on, are you telling me I don't have enough influence? How much influence do I have? I am short by about 50 influence. The game was just rounding up to be generous. Looks like we will fight the Baron yet again. Alright, resolve it on the battlefield. My army is already prepared. Bring it, Baron. Naturally, the battlefield is not in the region yet again, so we'll just camp out over here. wonder if he can only attack regions that he neighbors, or if he could attack anything. Because I think I can attack anything. Interesting to think about. Also, where are your troops? I do not see them. Maybe I just don't have line of sight. Ah, here they come. And it is the full complement. Retinue, archers, 2 units of swordsmen, and then the brigands as well. Yeah, I feel like I've fought this exact army a number of times. Oh, wait. Can I... hang on. You can make it worth your while to drop all your claims. Yes. You can pay me to leave alive this time, Baron. Peace is declared. Fantastic. Okay, we're back to the waiting game. Now their guys should just turn around. This is like... It's such an exploit, man. If they raise an attacking force, but then they realize that you have a larger armory than they do, they will pay you to sign peace, and then they go home. So it's just... And they pay you way more than hiring a mercenary band. So if the mercenary band is what puts you over the threshold to make them want to pay you, it just becomes this beautiful cycle. Treasury's up to 15,000 now. New month, new church tithe, more influence. And the game is on. This is the final step, my men. Claim the region beyond the river. We'll actually try and push into... I hate for the final battle to be trapped in the forest. Let's see where the Baron decides to fight and if we have to reposition to be in the battlefield. Okay, this is the battlefield region. We're going to set up our line within this clump of trees. And meets the Baron's forces pretty head on. Oh, what is this? What is... Hang on. Light Merc Spear. He has new units? He has more units? He's bringing everybody. Retinue, Archer, Spearmen, Brigands, Spearmen, Merc Infantry, Merc Archers. He's got everybody. What the heck? Can I bring in anybody? Nope, he's hired them all. Gotta love that those mercenary companies are shared, and if he gets to them first, we're just out of luck. Okay, military. Let's call for reinforcements. No commander of this region. Right. You two. It's gonna take you forever to make it. All right, slow it down. I think we can still prevail. We, after all, have 2 units of retinue here, and our vast tactical intelligence. Well, let's bring Merc Infantry. Wow, I thought this final battle might be easy. You guys stand in the front. Have you form shield walls. Archer units hold behind. Militia footmen keep in reserve. 2 retinue hammer units. Flanks. Yes. Putting up the shield wall for both of these units. Let's draw the line a little farther back. You just look a little exposed there. Speed me up. Bring the Baron and his dogs forward. I love that there is a bit of a climactic battle here. Archers, fire! First blood. They are volleying back. Let's try repositioning and seeing if they change their focus to the units with shields. Run forward, boys. No? Okay. They have 3 whole units of archers to soften us up here. Oh yeah, they seem to have switched targets. Good. I'd rather you fire at my retinue. You're never going to do damage to them. Hold the flank. You look like are going to be my encirclement hammer. Drop on the road. You guys in the center are going to be hard pressed to hold. Okay. Their archers are either playing for maximum range or they're withdrawing to let the infantry move forward. No, they think they can just soften us up. They might be right with 3 units here. And depending on which units they're going to focus on attacking. Let's bring our boys all the way out to the side here. Yeah, run for it. The longer they wait, the more time it gives my reinforcements to arrive. I'm gonna slow things down. Check on their status. Yeah, here we go. I have friends coming. Where are the archers? Where are you guys? All the way over here? Oh, come on. I need you. I need you. Oh, this is tense. They're pelting us. We just got the reinforcing pole arms. Is that movement on their side? They're trying to figure out what to do here on the flank. I have reinforcing archers running on their way. We're going to slow down their pace. I want them prepared to fight if it comes to that. We might have to begin the advance here. But I don't want to advance until my reinforcements arrive. We'll wait for this unit, and then we'll go ahead and be ready to move. I think being in the forest and with our armor, these units are not doing much against us. Not that we're doing much against them either, but... This unit is just the flag bearer. Oh no, he's gonna get killed. Draw their fire. The valiant archer militiaman. How many will it take? He's a hero. They cannot bring him down. He still stands. Amazing. This is all the bodies of his friends. Ooh, we've almost chewed up that entire unit of theirs. Reinforcements in place. Is this their call? Alright, they know they have to move now. They lost an entire unit there in the skirmishing. Is it... Oh, did we just get a false start? What are we doing here? Keep pelting them. Keep pelting them. Make them wish we had our discipline. You are the veterans of many an attack. Alright. Advance. Shield wall line. Forward. Hammer unit. Follow up. Hold the flanks. Position well. Out of the trees. We're not cowards. This guy definitely isn't. That has him scared. But they haven't countercharged yet. Here it comes. Here it comes. To the flank. Hold, hold. This is their retinue. Okay. Hammer unit. Prepared. There it goes. Fight. Oh, the spearmen advancing. Okay. You guys have to crush this unit. Support them in the center. Do not get flanked. Operation, do not get flanked. You guys are going to have to encircle yourselves. Or cause an encirclement yourselves. Honestly, these guys, 18 to 18 is about perfect. Alright, boys. Roll up the spearmen. Are you guys still firing? Hold on. The archers... Don't... They look like they're just cheering the guys on. I don't think they're finding any openings. Alright, fall out to the flank. You guys, yeah, fall back. Seems to be most effective for you. We have the full encirclement here. We are getting shot in the back. How's our retinue doing? Oh, one is crushed. But they did outnumber us in the beginning, remember? Fall back, fall back. Don't not get caught in melee with their knights. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do this to me. Okay. No, Baron, I will never surrender. End this conversation. Kill the messenger. I don't like the fact that they actually have the advantage. There we go. We broke their retinue. Huge. Huge for us. Stand. Broke them here. Against the spearmen. You guys? Just skirmish these guys to pieces, please. There it is. I love the war horns. Give them a charge. Move off. And help out. Oh, these guys are we're losing heavily on this side. Archers. Let's throw an opening to attack here. We've about broken them there. Excellent. Charge. How are we doing at peppering them? You guys don't seem to be firing. Advance a little. Keep on attacking. Do we have them? I think we do. Yes, they've been bested. Alright. Run them off the map. Spread out. Give them a charge. Spread out. Give them another charge. Oh, the heavy infantry gets a close. Do we have the trap? It looks like we do. Amazing. Okay. Move up. Keep catching them. Yeah, just broke them immediately. They had no shot. Very dangerous over short distances. Get the attack going. How are we doing on this side? Oh, beautifully. Run them down. Yes! Yes! Keeping the peace. Challenging difficulty. Restoring the peace scenario completed. Everything you see belongs to us. Ah! 6,000 days building 481 construction projects with an endgame population of 394. Having won 15 challenges, lost 0, killed 3,228 enemies, lost 1,277 of our own, and had 700 of our villagers slaughtered. Work in progress. Expect more cool data here in the future. Let me know in the comments if you guys have finished the scenario what your stats look like. I'm sure they are very different from mine. And I will see you guys in the next series where we try and do some achievement hunting still here in Manor Lords. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.